like China started to play it, and yeah, there's the first blood.
Great start.
Good Fisher block from Crit.
Fisher block, blood grenade, and the first blood for your off-lane Viper. Give Amar as good an early laning stage as you possibly can. But yeah, keep our eyes on this bottom lane. The toss backs into that Malefice and Eidolons, very irritating. And up at top, of course, the Fisher blocks with that damage over time and slows from the Viper against the TA who can struggle. Bane, Insania got to keep on his toes to try and defend his carry.
This last pick troll is going to do wonders for them. They needed a hero who can deal with those Eidolons and something that can't really die that easily. And
Radiant's middle tower is under
I've been saying that line all night, even before Earthshaker was being picked. I don't know why.
Earthshaker is 100% so far.
Oh, is he?
Here, 4 out of 4 games. Yeah, Boxy looking for a tossback. You get tossback in this lane instead of Avalanche, and he was very close to getting it. I don't think Skitter dies there, but there should be like decent amount of harassment.
He's going to toss him back now into the new Eidolons. Body blocks from 3-3 as well, getting in front of Skitter with those little blue buddies. Slowing him down with the Malefice. Boxy moving forward. Maybe not a kill, but giving it a good old attempt here onto Skitter. Troll Warlord. Protection from snaking there, just enough to keep him alive and get back to tier 1. But now you've put Troll in an awkward spot, right? He's within kill threshold. He's going to have to regen back up as swiftly as possible with that salve. But he's out of the lane for a good 5 seconds.
Even longer. I don't know if they can maybe throw a 3 and cancel his healing salve. They can. Now he's down back to half HP, so pretty good harassment from Team Liquid. This lane is super strong, especially if you can get your Eidolon split. And Gary, I think our observers might be trolling you. They keep showing this mid lane where nothing is happening. It's the Dragonite against Kanka. A lot of denies on Dragonite, though.
Oh, he's got double braces, though. Dragonite doesn't yet. That slight advantage.
Hype.
Could tip the scales. That pendulum could swing into Nisha's favor very heavily.
Here we go again with the pendulum.
Yeah, there's going to be a close full battle in terms of last hits. Right, that's the value we'll be looking at here. 10-7 for the DK, 15-2 for the Kunkka, but a massive double wave arriving for the Dragonite there to catch up and maybe just overtake Nisha's Kunkka. A small camp contested and cleared out by 3-3. Control Warlord, one of the heroes, pretty happy to last hit and farm at the tower, but Boxy seems to be making life quite challenging for Skitter.
Yeah. A lot of denies on the board, and there's 16 denies between just Dragonite and Viper. So they're focusing heavily onto those, even though there is a slight gold lead for Team Liquid at the moment. Comes out from Templar Assassin, having a really good laning stage and also farming this small camp, Mickey. In the jungle right now. If you showed somebody this inventory, like, I don't know, a year ago, and then you see 3 branches, that's definitely a report. That's like 9 people reporting you immediately.
I mean, you're
Null Talisman.
You're getting kicked out of the in-house league immediately. You're going to have 9 people reporting
Getting unvouched.
Unvouched immediately. Well, yeah, a lot of the CS there, like you say, TA is getting a lot of jungle camps. Still good recovery from Mickey to come out of that first blood situation into a disadvantageous lane and have a decent time. And still, 14 denies on Amar's Viper is just absolutely disgusting. Insania might be in a little bit of danger.
No Fisher for 5 seconds.
Doesn't need
5 stacks. Yeah, Insania looks pretty dead here. Amar will get a kill. This is the build whenever he plays his Viper from the off lane. Double raid band, picks up that Mage Slayer, so that's going to be his resistance and also the overtime damage. Just synergizes nicely, gives you enough mana so you can continue to farm up in the jungle. Back to the mid lane we go. Double wave one more time.
Yeah, Malrine just stacking things up. Try and get as much farm as you possibly can. I mean, it's pretty even between the two of them. It looked like a pretty cool move bottom there, where there was 1 melee creep left and 3-3 dragged it as far right as possible to make sure the die creep wave was kind of aggroed to it. Yeah. So they held the wave away from the tower, meaning Boxy, of course, now has a much nicer angle for tossbacks. But Crit, he's the one opening things up on top lane. Mickey attempting the TP out. Yeah, no more
totems. Ooh, that was a nice play from Mickey. Gets out, and he also TP'd to his tier 2 tower, then TP back to base, so we'll get that extra regen from Mighty Minds.
The 4th lane of Dota2. Insania building things up. They're still going to die here, it looks like, though, even with a Nightmare delaying Amar and holding him back. The Fisher from Crit and the damage from the creeps all adds up and takes the Bane down.
Insania at least drags some creep waves to Mickey so he can continue to farm it up. Tough lane for him, even though he's on top of the CS. Let's check the net worth real quickly. It's gonna be Amar. These are all jungle creeps, these small camps.
Oh, the
Golem's a bit split, mid lane. difficult kill to get, even pre-level 6. Maybe if your Dragonite was level 6 there, maybe there's, you know, something to it with the Blood Grenade, but Snaking doesn't have it at the moment.
Yeah, even pre-6 minutes, right? Snaking making that preemptive move already. Active rune coming up in a matter of seconds here. And
Good scan from Nisha. He knows somebody's lurking around. That's going to be crit for now.
Sure does. 3 members of Falcons all in that mid lane, forcing their Snaking to pick up the Arcane rune. Not leaving Skitter alone. Looks like he's done all right for himself. Boxy on Snaking's tail, forcing a few spells, burning through a lot of that HP and mana. I don't know. He's not going to go back to Fountain though, Snaking. He's actually making a move elsewhere. Let's see if he can play up into that weird lane that's been created.
He stole a lane for himself. He's like, yep, I'm going to take it. Rest of the team making a move into the enemy jungle.
I mean, this is reminiscent of how Viper plays mid, right? You get up onto the enemy high ground, you force them back, you pressure. This is just not the mid high ground, it's the top jungle high ground where you're shoving the TA back further and further.
Yeah, bringing in numbers. I think this tower dies with the catapult. Insania might try to buy a little bit more time, but ooh, good block, but it's going to take them a little while to kill this Insania's Bane.
Is it worth chasing this? That's going to piss them off, the amount of time they're wasting here, trying to catch up to a Bane. Yeah, just give up on it.
Oh, he's going for enemy XP rune. They need to TP.
Oh, he's trying to be a little bit sneaky there. And Crit, one step ahead, though, knows exactly what he's up to.
He always plays these sneaky heroes who can steal your rune, playing the Disruptor to glimpse you back, Bane who can use the sleep, and...
even the +5 Rubik.
Pretty much. Bottom lane also getting heavily pressured right now by Team Liquid. It's gone.
He's dead. Drums up here for this Enigma. We've seen quite a few different item builds from Enigma. Miero going for that Helm of the Dominator. We've had some kind of quick blink BKB builds, but for the most part it's been this aura build, right? The drums into the Vlads, etc. Crit getting caught out here by Nisha's move with the X-Mark boat. Insania helping out as well. Chip away at the Earthshaker and take him down with the Bane. Not too much there that Malrine could do to save him.
Insania did not want to take it, but was kind of forced to use it. There's another Torrent. That was a good one, so that he can actually pick up the rune on Nisha, and he finds a perfect one. Gets Regeneration rune. Will replenish all of his mana and HP. Tower mid lane almost already dead, and also Falcons managed to kill a tier 1 tower in the top lane. So map will open up. You did mention that Enigma is going for this like drum shard build, sometimes picking up even Vlads in between, but this time around it's going to be a really good blink BKB game for Enigma. We've seen Miero really owning yesterday on the hero, so yeah, why not go for the scaling build?
I mean, it's an important land game, right? Lower bracket elimination time. If you've got these big team fight ulti heroes like the Earthshaker, like the Enigma, you pick up the big team fight items for them. Insane, yeah? Trying to set up for Nisha there. Might still have the X-Mark boat coming in.
No boat for 15.
He's going to get slowed by the trap as well. Post-Torrent here, so Mickey arriving with a bit of right.
Bringing in numbers.
3-3 and Boxley also coming in. 5
That's
members.
5 members.
The Viper being black holed and taken down. The boss back into the black hole. No escaping the event horizon there as Snaking is shredded.
That was such a nice play from Team Liquid. They de-warded the Twin Gates and went through it, both Boxy and 33s. And they definitely didn't expect that move to happen. They're also pinging out Observer Ward. Let's see if Insania finds it.
Yeah, Nisha straight back in that mid lane. Has lost the tier 1 tower for... Falcons already grabbed it, of course. Let's see that one back. The hatred of the Viper. Everyone knows how that feels.
The most farm hero in the game, and nice play from Boxy. Catches him right on the edge of that black hole. Doesn't really matter, but yeah, that's going to be a cool play that they can do. We've seen in the previous game having some of these like cheap mechanics, having Glimpse, having X-Mark to spot. This time around they have X-Mark, and they also have this tossback. When we talk about Tiny players, I think Crit and Boxy are in the top 2 whenever people talk about Tiny, because they're doing so much work.
Exceptional. Nightmare transferred over to the Earthshaker as Insania again being a cheeky little devil.
Crit only level 4 at the moment, 10 minutes into the game, just got level 5.
That's pain. Suffering for the Falcons in this top lane as Nisha makes another rotation in. He's got the range here for the X-Mark, and again Amara's the target. Oracle nearby, but still level 5 on the Oracle, so no false promise to save him. Quite a bit of damage from the Purifying Flames, the Fortune's End. Nisha dropping and dying to the Oracle burst damage. Falcons bring the Troll up here and they clear them out.
Oh, Fate's Edict blocking pretty much all of that damage. The magical one overextending a bit too hard on Liquid.
And Amar, pretty tanky. Double Wraith Band with a Dragon Lance. Next up, going into Mage Slayer. And he's going to prove a difficult hero to bring down in that mid game. We're also hitting a nice timing here from Alreen. 11 minutes Blink Dagger for the DK. And Nisha realizing that Oracle is an absolute monster. Level 3 Purifying Flames just destroy him. Still going for this double Bracer Blade Mail for Nisha. Trying to reflect some of that damage back, and of course, does help you farm and scale into the Aghanim Scepter, the core item for the Kunkka nowadays.
Yeah, pretty much the same item build that you do from the offlane, as we've seen in the previous game when 33 played it. But yeah, you need something in between. Sometimes rushing that Aghanim Scepter can feel a little bit weird because you're not getting the value. Sure, you buy Ogre Axe, but other 3 components do feel lackluster. I want to see the amount of stacks in this game, because I feel like people have not been stacking this constant action that has been happening also in Sania. Yeah, not too many stacks.
Yeah. I think it's one of the stats was at Bet Boom Dacha where the Falcons had 20 stacks at 13 minutes, 12
Insane.
minutes.
Yeah, this time around they were more focused on the lanes, but so were Team Liquid. A couple of these stacks were made in the last 2-3 minutes.
Yeah. They're much more confident to make moves into those side lanes.
Alreen with the Blink Dagger. Smoke action. Should be a quick one.
Sania drops. Let's see what they can actually do with this, map pressure-wise. You know, top lane's pushing in. They could shove up onto that top tier 2, or even maybe find that Nisha Kunkka lurking in the jungle. Falcons do like to convert their advantage very early on. You know, even a pick-off on a pos 5 can turn into a tower push for them. Liquid, oh, Boxy's pretty close to that primary item on the Tiny.
They gave him a lane for a good 2 minutes, so Boxy, as you said, getting close to that Blink Dagger. That's going to be their Blink initiation, and they also have Blink Dagger available on 33.
You're right.
Had a lot of gold saved up, so decided to pick it up before getting the shard. 33, I think he's the one who kind of pioneered this build with the drums and then picking up the Vlads, playing off the shard. But as we said, in this game, Enigma with the Blink BKB is kind of the king of the game, so not really surprised that he's rushing for it.
And how's the Troll Warlord doing? Because he's kind of been off the radar for a little bit. Joined one fight top, but so far Skitter just farming.
Yeah, standard troll stuff, but in terms of item build, a bit of a different. I think Skeeter is the one who prefers to get Maelstrom, sometimes like full Mjolnir into a BKB.
Okay.
There are 2 BKB piercing abilities. You have Fiend's Grip, you have Black Holes, but I think you still need some kind of a protection, even though you do have Oracle behind you, so a lot of synergy.
And what's the duration of that? Battle Trance and False Promise?
Around 15 seconds.
15 seconds of invulnerability, basically. So these fights could last quite some time.
Yeah, 13-5 with level 1 Oracle ulti.
That's a long time to get that Troll dishing out the damage with that Maelstrom up there for Skitter. Gleipnir queued up next. Not going to go for the Mjolnir. Wants that additional little bit of control. Just a touch slower than patch average. Scan comes out. Oh, but he is hidden away.
For my chest.
They know something is up. That Scan connected there for a second. Liquid still thinking about getting the jump.
The game reads from both these teams, though. Watching the heroes move across the map, gather their forces together and look for the clash. The toss back into that Enigma. Avalanche as well. 3-3 will stun him up. Holding the black hole for now, though. Yeah, Amar just didn't really feel anything.
Seeds of Serenity on the ground, 3 points in Corrosive Skin with the Mage Slayer. This guy's not receiving magical damage. I think they need to focus different targets. Still yet to see a Fiend's Grip, still yet to see, big Echo Salami crit. Not even close to his Blink Dagger, and also playing off of a different build, maxing out that Fissure.
It's the long-range initiation, the poke and prod we've seen so much through the group stage. Arcane Boots into double blink for the Earthshaker. He's queued up a couple of them there. Don't find Nisha, he dips. Gets back to his tier 3.
What have we here?
That kind of a mirror movement on the map for both teams.
Clef already used by Liquid. Seems like they want to commit to this one. Seeds of Serenity. A lot of siege potential with the Dragonite, and Team Liquid, they need to let this one go.
Yeah, they can't filter him one by one. They've just got to let the tower fall.
It might be Roche time for Team Falcons. They do have the damage, but let's see if they decide to fix the lanes first.
Yeah, night time for 4.5 minutes. It's going to be in that top left corner for quite some time. And Amar comes back to defend that mid-tier 1, which is still very healthy. Yeah, Liquid have struggled to really push into that objective whatsoever. Well, speaking about, you know, the troll kind of being hidden away and farming, Templar Assassin has also had a lot of time to clear through ancient stacks and just stick to that right-hand side of the map, closing in on top of the net worth at 7,700.
Yeah. Usually you'll see, especially from the mid lane, Templar Assassins going for Dragonlance Blink into Shard so they can control the backlines. Making, he looks very dead here. Yeah, but this time around they feel like they need more damage, so Mickey, after finishing off Dragonlance, goes for Deso, which I don't mind. Your Kunkka doesn't provide you with much damage, neither does Enigma, so damage needs to come out from somewhere.
Is under attack. Radiant are scanning.
Just like you said, 3-3, queuing up the BKB next. There's Courier right next to him, just holding a branch, apparently. There's a gentleman's agreement in this game to farm up your big items. Don't fight. Let us farm, get to our big key items, and then we'll have an honourable battle 5v5. There's very little in the way of real pressure on the map in the past couple of minutes from Liquid. Starting to play it up top.
Team Liquid, they want to play top. They do have Deso finished.
The jump on the troll.
On Mickey, it's being delivered, but
right
the jump.
Into the grip. Toss back, Skidder. He's going to get the axes off. The Nightmare holds him in place for the false promise there, and the cancel on the black hole. Grit, right place, right time with the Echo Slam to take down 3-3.
They need to cancel this one. They need to bail.
Ah, Boxy's in trouble as well. Stuck in the trees. No escape. Falcons bring the numbers to defend their troll warlord. A soul read. As Liquid thought they had that one.
It was a nice attempt to sleep so that he can get the ulti off, but Oracle ulti is there. Fate's Edict as well. I mean, Mar, he's the one who can soak up so much damage. Like, they need that Deso, and seems like it might be the time to try to go and kill the Roche. They just play the top part of the map. They know the black hole is down, so Team Liquid, they're in a bit of a pickle. Stealing Roshan from Templar Assassin lineup never feels good for TA.
Jeremy's dead. The poor little kobold walks into the pit.
Jeremy? I'm like, is that a new name for Roche?
No, it's the kobold, the little prospector. He just walked in there and died. It does scout out the Falcons are doing it, but not much that Liquid can do to contest it. Still continuing to farm up on Mickey. Deso done. Would love to get involved and get some stacks up on it. But this is pretty key for the Falcons now. Aegis in hand. I've got Blink on Earthshaker with a minute to wait for the next Echo Slam. Plenty of time to play around in this map. Eidolons alongside Boxy, shoving into mid-tier 1.
Boxy was thinking about going in, maybe.
Jumps away. Malrine was pretty quick on the fingers there.
So was Boxy. Gets out immediately. And look at what 33 has queued up.
The lane ward. Liquid not in position to play top though.
Ooh, faster than this patch average. I wonder why, because we don't we don't see it being rushed. Maybe you'll see Lina from the mid lane. I think in the previous series did go for it, but especially on Troll, like, we haven't seen much. This is a bit of a new tech.
They seem Grit have so much fun on his hoodwink. Like, oh, that Gluttony is a pretty good item. Let's pick up on my Troll. Get a bit of catch and kill capability there for Skitter. 3-3 even just cutting waves in that mid lane, trying to delay this Aegis timing, the push in from the Falcons. Playing under quite a bit of Radiant Vision though. Still no real concerted effort to fight into them though. It's scary to like dogpile into a team fight when you're against Black Hole or you're against Echo Slam.
Falcons, they want to go together and get something done. They have an insane amount of damage that they can deal to towers. You have Troll, you have Oracle sitting behind you, Earthshaker as well. Amar might pick up a shard as well if they feel like they can go and maybe even threaten the high ground. Doesn't have enough gold for it right now. It's going to be split push game for Team Liquid until this Aegis runs out. Very difficult to fight into it, and look at the vision from Team Liquid. This is we want to get a pick off and delay as much as possible. One in the bottom lane, which is going to scout things out, and also one providing vision if you're coming from the mid lane. Skeeter, also creep skipping.
Yeah, very, very forward vision from both teams, aiming in that Ancients area as well on both sides. Malrine, Boxy's on his tail, spots him. Can't follow through.
Team Liquid, they're so good. They understand what they need to back off. They try to make a play and immediately they go back. They feel like something is going on because they still didn't kill that tier 1 tower in the mid lane.
And the buddy system in effect here, basically, for the Falcons. Skitter was being backed up by the Oracle mid. Up top, they were defending Malrine with another hero as they catch out Nisha by the Twin Gate, trying to portal through it with a boat and the torrent. Looks like he's going to get through the door.
Oh, the damage over time. It's
waiting on
there.
the other side for him.
He would still die from damage over time, but nice play there from Skeeter, understanding what needs to be done. Ooh, Mickey.
Oh.
Close one.
Malrine's like, where's my bloody creep camp? What's going on here? So yeah, he's already TP'd out.
It has to feel so bad when you buy Deso and you can't get anything out of it in terms of, you know, getting those charges. You can't be the aggressor. So for now, we'll get a Tormy. Of course, Boxy gets it. One of the most useless heroes in the game.
Kind of similar to the Blink Daggers as well. You're kind of investing into aggression. And if you're not able to get these jumps, it does feel like the Blink Daggers, you know, it just could have been a hand of Midas, couldn't it?
He's thinking about it on 33. He feels that it might be the game to scale up for the super late game, because right now there's just not enough damage on Liquid. They are managing to get a lot out of the map in terms of net worth, keeping it a steady 1k gold lead.
I mean, honestly, heading into super late game, both of these teams really do pack a punch. You think about Enigma always being that king of the late game with the big double black holes through Refresher. You've got this Viper, though, scaling with that universal talent. I'm going to jump straight in onto Boxy, though, here with Malrine. Gleipnir is that added layer of control for Skitter to run forward. Fisher is good from crit as well. Blocking Tiny. Oh, he gets a little pass through the trees. Nice save.
Trying to save him. He's fine.
Gets Boxy out of danger. The poison stack's not bringing him down.
Does have 20 magic wand charges, but this Gossamer Cape keeping him alive. A couple of misses coming out from that, and also Nightmare save buying a little bit more time. Team Falcons, they're eager to take the fight. They want to use this Aegis, which is going to run out the next 30 seconds. What is this? What is this inventory on Troll? Not even picking up a neutral item. This looks so weird.
Yasha, Diadem, Gleipnir as well. Well, I was having a chuckle at the Oracle's inventory because he's been shoveling away. He's got 5 salves available to him. So that false promise into salve, you know, one of those old school little tricks you can play as the Oracle to burst heal your allies.
Snaking is all about that greed. Holding on to Philosopher's Stone and also keeping the trusty shovel in the backpack, so potentially keep digging up some Kobolds and also, you know, getting the bounty runes. Not too bad from Team Liquid. They didn't manage to lose anything apart from tier 2 tower in the mid lane.
Just when
Still yet to get stacks up on Mickey, though. I'm trying to push out that bottom lane alone. Falcons completely dodging right now as they move to their own Tormentor. He's getting a shard off of this one.
Shaker, it has to be him. He would love to pick it up. Never mind, it's still good. Like, compared to Tiny's shard, these are like S tier shards.
The Reign of Destiny. Snaking, trying it out immediately.
Is under attack.
Well, Aegis gets reclaimed. Couple of minutes until Roche fast spawn. 1 minute till nighttime, so very likely to be that nighttime Roshan, if not inevitable to be the nighttime Roshan. Probably going to see teams set up in that top left corner, get some vision down, prep for the big fight. And it's the ideal place for Echo Slams, for black holes to be used in that tight corner terrain. And there it is.
Such a good setup for a potential black hole. 33. Still has Midas in his quick buy. He's like, you know, a safe choice is going to be a BKB, but maybe win one fight and I'll have Midas on top of it.
It's possible. I just saw a gem picked up by this Oracle as well, knowing how important this vision game is.
You want to kill those traps. Boxy, he's the one who's split pushing in the bottom lane, clearing the creep wave and dealing some decent amount of damage to tier 3 tower. 500 HP already gone.
Double damage on Skitter. Didn't get to bottle it up, just picked it up naturally. Not sure if you'll get the chance to use it on any enemy heroes. Liquid doing a great job at dodging every single fight in the past 5 minutes.
Under attack.
Buying a lot of time, going to playing into Aegis and blinking away from the Dragon Tail like that. Well, Bonksy, a swift escape from Malrine there. There's a watcher.
For a rock, this guy's pretty smart and pretty quick. They've been playing in
We need scans, we need vision. And they're going to have to get themselves out across the map as we are back in the arena.
Are scanning.
Good job, everyone.
That was
Those
all
cats
proud.
going.
I saw one guy fixing the cables out there, one guy from the crowd. And it's gonna be Roche time. Let's see. Oh, they want to kill this one quickly.
I mean, the Roshan's roar, the battle trance. Liquid trying to make their move.
They
but
know.
It looks like it's too little too late.
Team Liquid, they want to get in, but these
They still-
DK illusions and also Observer Wards counting things out.
They've got the vision. They could still take this fight. Both teams, though, see exactly what's coming their way. Aegis and Cheese in the hands of the Troll and the Viper. Falcons repurposing themselves, just trying to play around that little bit of vision in the lane that they've got for themselves. Liquid, though, they can make the first move.
Boxy.
Attempt to move
Doesn't
onto the
get it.
Viper, but doesn't get him. Hurricane Pike back from Amar. The distance and safety there for Falcons gets away from danger.
Amar, he's super tanky, having that Manta-style Hurricane Pike, Mage Slayer, and also holding on to Cheese. So this guy, they need to invest pretty heavily to try to get a kill on him.
Falcons know they've got a creep wave up ahead of them. It's already pushing on high ground. One range creep left. It doesn't look like they're going to actually be able to make a proper move up there because the dire creep wave has the high ground advantage. Skinner says, screw this, I'm going up. Tier 3 looks like it might be mine. Liquid trying to cut waves in behind.
Good damage already.
Grabbing Wisdom Runes. 3-3 and Boxy getting one apiece on either side of the map.
Again, Team Liquid, they're going to try to delay as much as possible, having this Enigma looking for one big team fight. But they need to let this one go, you know, playing against the Aegis one more time. So, goes Creep Skip. They've done one hell of a job in the previous one.
Well, 3-3, it looks like he said, screw Hand of Midas. We cannot delay this to late game. We're playing to Aegis and Cheese now. I need to make these black holes work out. Ethelend's queued. Oh, Nisha gets caught on the left side of the map. Boxy maybe could save him here. Let's see if we can get a toss back into the creep wave or something with a boat to help out. Boxy comes in, tosses Earthshaker across. Crit getting brought down quickly by the Torrent Storm. Nisha gets the takedown and is going to turn around.
Keeping him alive.
Nisha surely
And
dies
another
here.
Torrent.
3 cores surrounding him. Got to get slowed down and taken down. No way that Nisha escapes, even with the help of Boxy there, but they get something out of nothing.
You can see how tanky they are. This time around, they don't have all these heals that they did have in the first game, but Torrent Storm with the Bloodstone AoE is pretty insane, and also holding on to Blade Mail. But yeah, Boxy again in the right place at the right time. Mickey in the mid lane, still with 0 Deso charges.
Yeah, and Nisha's death not really that drastic, right? Because it's on the enemy side of the map. You're
definitely
delaying this high ground push, delaying this timing around the Aegis the Falcons are trying to use. It's all smoke and mirrors, really. Delay tactics here from Liquid. And then you watch 3-3. He shoved that bottom lane all the way in close to tier 3.
The wages of fear.
It's definitely been a quiet game for Mickey. Farming, farming, farming. PvE for 30 minutes or so. 0, 1, and 3 on the Templar Assassin. But once she joins, there's a ton of burst physical damage that comes out of her.
Finally reaches level 20, so that's going to be a great way of dealing with Viper, removing the Mage Slayer, removing the poison attack as well, Breathe Fire.
And snaking through this game, I guess Crit as well, also going to be on edge. STA primarily picked, for the traps, the silence, the vision, the catch, to kill off the Oracle before he can get off his big save spells. Snaking hasn't had to contend with it yet, but the jump is there from Malrine. Chain stuns from Crit, but Mickey has that combo breaker.
Ready with the toss back. It was a short one, but also looking at neutral items, Mickey holding on to Ogre Seal Totem. He's like, I need to be able to jump over the Fissure, I need to get out of the trouble, and has that Dispel mechanic, that level 20 down that we talked about. So Mickey could be very difficult to kill in the fight unless they commit with the Echo Slam, with the Dragon Tail stun. Have we heard the Echo Slam? I know we had some, sound problems, but I don't think we heard the Echo Slam going off.
I'm not sure we've seen one. Might have had one earlier on in the game. We definitely haven't had that big blink echo moment from Crit just yet. Box 10 Mickey working on the Tormentor. Another shard for them. A slow and steady match here, but dead even once again, like a 2k lead 30 minutes in. Not too meaningful. And Aegis timer completely expiring now. 30 seconds remain, so Falcons not able to really get on to any of these key objectives. Again, well played by Liquid just to extend this game as long as possible. It's going to be frustrating as Falcons.
I think Falcons are also okay in terms of scaling. You do have Troll, you do have Viper, you have Dragonite. These heroes are extremely difficult to kill in the late game.
Ceremonial robe for 3-3. Not a bad
Still
answer.
thinking about Hand of Midas. This guy just loves his money.
Well, he's just looking at the clock thinking, hey, you know, it's 32 minutes in. This could go another 20, 30 more.
Probably regretting it, not buying it earlier.
Yeah, he should have.
If only he knew how the game's gonna develop.
Is under attack.
Yeah, hindsight, one hell of a thing. Malrine, always the guy up at the front, getting these blink stuns. Crit helping him out, but Boxy with that jump to high ground, the vision is there, and
There's the
Echo
Echo.
slammed a kill off the Tiny.
Dire's bottom
Hey.
Well worth it. Boxy has been causing a lot of troubles. Bottom lane again, pushed in by Team Liquid. Top lane, Nisha taking care of that one, so they can try to go through the mid lane. Eidolon's already there with a couple of traps. Midnight Pulse.
Radiant's top tower.
Tiny's dead for a fair bit though. Malrine cutting that bottom wave, mid lane shoved in. DK Illusion's very annoying out of that Mantis style with the dragon form. But no rash decision making from Falcons. Realizing, respecting Liquid and their high ground prowess with that blink black hole. Not pushing the envelope too far. But yeah, you're right, both these teams have very scary late game drafts. Viper Universal, Dragonite now with the Octarine core, so the big dragons flapping around everywhere.
Oh, can they catch Nisha?
He's out.
He's gonna get out. This has to be one of the slowest games in terms of getting Deso charges, because Mike is still sitting at 0. He picked it up at 15 minutes, so 20 minutes without getting a single charge. And they're not doing, you know, too bad in this game. This is not like, oh, he picked up the Deso and they're getting stomped. They're dodging some of these fights, but you can feel that the net worth advantage now is going on to Falcon side. They've been holding on to 2 Philosopher Stones for quite some time.
Yeah, really understanding that he can't get caught out. He's the one getting jumped on first, like first point of contact. See it, he gets shredded.
Either with the Basher and Shard, he can be the one, he can be the difference maker, bashing Enigma casually while attacking somebody else.
Yeah. Definitely a possibility. Basically a little side gunner for the Troll Warlord, copying Gyrocopter. I know those have been two of Skitter's best heroes, right? Gyro and Troll.
Is under attack.
Pretty much.
Very similar abilities. On top tier 3, already losing about 30% of his HP. Instania's there to gather up the creeps. Stop the push coming in once again. And it's this sweeping move from Falcons, right? They shove in top, now they pivot to mid.
Slow chip damage onto the towers. They don't have anything to deal with those illusions. You don't have anything that kills them off instantly. There is no Hex, there is no Dagon, none of the spells available. So
Dire's
pretty much Tundra style. This is how they played. And you have 2 Tundra members in the team, so they know how to get advantage while choking you out of the map.
scanning.
Cutting off all the avenues, but Liquid equally know how to weasel themselves out of these situations. Team Liquid filling up the volume of the map, every little gap taken up by Heroes. Heroes Boxy initiated on, Skitter just going to BKB and run at him. Tiny can't escape from it. Oh, and watch Malrine. The Black Dragon is coming for you. Stuns onto the Kunkka, moves onto Mickey. Templar Assassin needs help, and quickly. They're going to get the BKB off and run away with the boat and the Torrent Storm, buying a bit of space here. Nisha slowed to a crawl with the poison attacks and the dragon form slowing him down. Gleipnir misses though, it looks like that. As Insania and Nisha get back to high ground.
I like that. Troll is like, I don't care. I'm gonna pop my BKB. I have my ulti available. There's also Oracle sitting behind me with the Blink Dagger. So even if things go wrong, you can still bail me out of the trouble.
But when else am I going to use it? There's no fights anyway. Use the BKB to kill off a Tiny.
It did test it out. It works for the next fight.
Nice. Amar close to level 20.
I've been waiting for.
Wishing and dreaming for that level 25 talent. And of course, Wisdom Rune time for Malrine to go and grab it. And Falcons with a pretty nice draft here to set up onto tier 2, tier 3 towers when they've got that Aegis. Skitter on the front lines, Dragonite poking, and then Earthshaker and Oracle, 2 Fog heroes hiding the shadows, looking for that perfect moment to strike. Liquid have a lot on their plate in terms of scouting that backline. trying to find the Oracle in particular with the Tiny, with the TA.
It's not going to be an easy job. You do have this Earthshaker. Malrine thinking about jumping in, holding on to that gem.
This looks pretty cool. That high ground, terrain advantage. Skitter and Malrine up on the front lines. They've found Boxy's Tiny. Dead again. Insane, you're going to bounce away with that Ogre Seal Totem. Mickey trying to deal with the DK illusions. Does jump back a little further away from Falcons as they start approaching this fight.
Boxy
Serious
needs to buy back.
aggression. Does have to buy back. X-Mark, he's dodged it with the Yules, it looks like. And actually going to Echo Slam into two of them. Crit getting blasted by the physical damage though. TA takes him down. And the move in to bring down Snake King as well.
3-3, looking for an angle.
Who's he got? He's Black Hole, some illusions, has it? That's no heroes there. Skitter's now moved him as BKB. Grip is up. 3-3 tipped by Snake King. But Falcons with their core heroes can turn and fight. Insane, you might be in a bit of trouble now as
they might need to call it. They need to fall back without
great
that
torrent.
black hole. They don't have enough, and now Skeeter, he's in.
He's right on top of Insania. Bashing him up. Glimmercape needed. Moving on to this buyback Boxy Tiny. And they've also got the Viper Strike on the TA.
These illusions,
The
so annoying.
Back, the Ogre Seal Totem trying to break the distance. Get space for Mickey. Throw your bodies into the meat grinder here to save your carry. Boxy will be the sacrifice.
Oh, those tips coming out on 33. As you said,
I was confused
black hole
for a
in couple of
second there.
yeah, it took me a couple of seconds to realize these are not real heroes. Malrine, he's still not done.
Oh, he's up on high
Hurricane
ground.
Pike,
Mickey's in
he
serious
dispelled
danger.
himself, but
Great.
still more overtime damage. Oh, Torrent on the three of them.
Oh, it's caught them all. The Taurus and the boats bringing them down. And Amor on his high ground, stuck and killed.
Oh, he definitely deserved those tips. Torrent Storm, Torrent into Tidal Wave.
And the bait of Mickey just dangling him in front of the Falcons boys.
Mickey surviving. We did say this Ogre Seal Totem, this Hurricane Pike is going to keep him alive. Trap as well. And look at that Torrent. Plus the Torrent Storm and the boat, giving him extra little bit of a protection.
Absolutely.
That was just beautiful done by Nisha.
Gorgeous from Nisha, protecting his carry. A couple of buybacks required. We saw Tiny, Oracle and Bane all buying back in that fight, but Liquid hold on to high ground, get some massive core kills. And that pendulum swings once more, Lacoste.
It really does. And Roshan, this is the big one. This is third Rosh on Dire's side. So, Aghanim Scepter, let's see who decides to pick it up. Kunkka already has one. Mickey, it's good for split pushing, but I don't know if they want to, keep split pushing as much. So, who's it gonna be? It's gonna be 33 on Enigma.
Aegis for Mickey, cheese.
Max HP per damage, that's exactly what they needed. You could feel them having that bit of damage issues because they can't lock onto a target and immediately kill it. They need to play these prolonged team fights with the Torrent Storm pullbacks, with the Tidal Waves. This time around, I think this Black Hole, it's gonna be much better. And they gave it to Bane, never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind, he was thinking about it, but selflessly gives it away. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna miss the Black Hole anyway, so take it, Bane.
Well, no, now you've got guaranteed grip, right? Not gonna get cancelled by any of this Earthshaker nonsense. Insane, yeah. You're gonna have that Aghanim Scepter upgraded Fiend's Grip. Catch and kill the target he spots. Big items as well for Liquid after that team fight. Killing core heroes on your doorstep feels so good as we get Refresher Orb on top of that Bloodstone. Octarine for Nisha.
And look what 33 bought in the end. He did go for Hand of Midas as his 5th item.
Do they find him? Amar, Black Hold, and Gripped as well.
He's going down.
He's being destroyed. Dead without buyback.
Boxy's not done.
He's jumped into base. The tiny combo nearly blows up Snake King. Malrine and Crit defending here though.
Glimmercape, not enough.
He's done for. Again, a step too far. Looking for these small advantages. But Falcons not giving up hope, not giving up anything.
The rest of Team Liquid, they're not close enough so that he could get a toss back. So that's for 30 seconds. They're still the ones with the Aegis for another 3.5 minutes.
And Mickey is becoming absolutely monstrous now. Level 25, 7 refraction instances bonus.
Just some like random number generator. How many do you want? Let's try with 7. I think it was 8 or 9 at one point.
Was it 10 at one point?
Maybe it was. Maybe it was.
The very first time.
Literally unkillable hero.
Oh, that's a bit much. 10 refractions? That's insane. Arcane Blink for Mickey as well coming out.
Yeah, lowering the cooldown on that blink with refraction is gonna do miracles.
Permanent HP and mana regeneration as well in the middle of fights. Super handy. We've got a game on our hands now. I started to feel like the Falcons were picking up momentum, but Liquid, again, showing how resilient they are and fighting back. And you've always got to have that fear in the back of your head of 3-3 with this black hole, even though he had some difficulties in that top fight. Once it's back up again,
Mickey.
good to see it. There's Mickey getting burst down and Echo Slam.
That's
First
the first life.
down.
BKB not gonna be available immediately.
The Bane is fast up here, but the blink away from Mickey gets them out of the grasp of Falcons. The Torrent Storm not
That's
landing
the
or
first
clipping.
one. Has another one if necessary with the refresher. This Torrent Storm has been causing a lot of issues. Imagine what two of those are gonna do. 33. His itemization completely different. He did sell his drums, picked up Shadow Blade, so wants to keep the distance, wants to keep away from the fight and find that good opening. Snaking almost dying to Tormy.
Snaking just bought a Shadow Blade.
Yep, Shadow Blade on Enigma, Shadow Blade on Oracle. Apparently the best item in the game, even in the professional bracket.
Yeah, I mean, you get to late game, right? No matter who you are, 1k, 5k, 13k MMR, your slots are limited. Invisibility becomes invulnerability.
Pretty much. He's also the one who's holding the gem, because they are running out of slots. Your Dragonite can't hold it anymore. Viper can't get rid of his Wraith Band. I think he needs to be the one holding that gem, because as Oracle, you want to keep the distance. You also have Telescope, Blink Dagger, that Shadow Blade, plus Ether Lens. The cast range from Snaking is insane.
Super tight game too.
Dire are scanning. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Gotta deal with these Eidolons. Ah, there we go. Hello! You're right, Birmingham!
We're back.
Dead close game. 17-12, 1k lead for Liquid. Kunkka still holding cheese. But we get into these kind of stalemate situations where we're looking for that next Roshan, that next big fight around the pit. Couple of minutes to wait till fast spawn. And it's all about clearing waves and opening that map space for yourself.
Nisha, he does not want to risk too much with the Ninja Gear, hiding himself, thinking about maybe getting Tidebringer cooldown, even though Ghost Sheep Fleet is available. Because you do have Refresher, like 99% of the time you want to pick up that talent.
Oh, for sure. Get the boats out there.
Oh, look at the top lane. Double catapult wave, a couple of illusions. Forced to use the glyph. The glyph will reset. I said 99, it's 95, but
close enough.
Yeah.
Pretty much on the money there. Right, tier 3 defender though, held on to by Liquid.
Those goddamn heralds choosing the wrong talent.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
I mean, where's Roshan gonna live? find out in about a minute. 3 minutes until daytime. So very well could be a nighttime Roshan here. Falcons in the right place, potentially at the right time as well. 3-3 with that Shadow Blade.
Radiant are scanning.
Playing into lane ward. Nisha opens up on Skitter. Good chain stance from Crit and the blink away. Skitter and Crit get out of the grasp of Nisha's Conquer, but the jump in from Boxy finds Amar, throws him back in the Mickey, and that's a ton of damage. He disappeared.
I mean, Stania dropped down the Fiend's Grip, but with the Lincoln Sphere, yeah, the rest of the team was not ready to back him up. Amar does have Boots of Travel and Buyback available, so he can come to a fight relatively easy.
Well, they still want to fight, do they?
They don't know when Roshan is going to spawn.
The smoke breaks, and Stania immediately Glimmer Capes. Long timer.
These illusions are so annoying for Team Liquid, providing constant vision.
I mean, yeah, everyone sees everything. You need these Shadow Blades, you need these smokes, there's illusions, there's traps, there's all sorts of nonsense and crap on the floor. And Mickey has to contend with DK illusions currently.
Mickey, another Silver Edge pickup. In the last game, he wasn't able to finish it, but it's going to be good break mechanic.
Right on the Bane, the Fisher.
He's gone.
It controls him
buy.
up. Skitter BKBs along with Malrine. In comes Mickey and Nisha though, aiming for Skitter's Troll Warlord. They've got the X-Mark on him to drag him into the trap. They can stance him up, but the false promise is there, right on time. Skitter will turn and fight. Nisha with the BKB and
with the refractor.
The Troll Warlord trying to escape as 3-3 comes in with a black hole.
Catches only one for a second.
They've got two stuck inside. They're trying to bring it down, but the Dragon Knight survives. No, Boxy says no. Shuts it down, and the Echo Slam from a Crit. Oh, they've got Mickey. Couldn't get in trouble too. Skitter can open up on him. Crit with a game-saving play. They could still go for more here.
Again. He wants another round.
Nisha's down. Earthshaker bringing it in. Skitter can follow through onto 3-3, but deciding it's not worth the risk.
Oh, they don't have vision. These Shadow Blades, as we said in the super late game, it's going to cause a lot of issues.
Amar's hunting as well, but he can't quite find Tiny.
Oh man, Trolls lived for so long. Like this long distance, because Snake, he can keep very far away from a fight. Has a Blink Dagger, has a Shadow Blade with the Telescope, so he gets a really good false promise onto Skeeter, keeping him alive there. And Black Hole, they need a little bit of extra damage. They need Mickey. Mickey's, most of their physical damage, rest right now, are not dealing as much.
I mean, we saw how quickly he blew up that Viper. If he's allowed to stay alive and dish out the damage, he can shred through them all. Good focusing from Falcons, though, to bring Mickey down first and then transfer that into a Nisha kill.
Mickey, they need to play around Mickey. He needs to be force-staffed, he needs to be Glimmer Caped in the middle of a fight, and yeah, Crit. Not too happy about that one. Will be dead for quite some time now.
I mean, you're patiently looking for those big Blink Echo Slams, but it's so challenging.
It's difficult.
At this level of play, it's so hard.
Invisibility.
Dire are scanning.
Insane, yep. Running down into that bottom right corner.
You know what's the big one? This is the one that we haven't mentioned yet because he was not close to level 25, but Viper, one of the best talents in the game, become universal.
Oh yeah, it's incredible for late game scaling. And it's itemized to be a right clicker. It's no longer a win lane, lose game kind of hero. You can scale to the bitter end of this Viper. This is just far too quick now. The Falcons, they've taken down Roshan, Refresher Shard, and Aegis, all in their hands.
They can't allow Troll to start hitting Mickey because he does have Abyssal Blade. One root mechanic is going to keep him pretty much in place. They can easily lock on top of him and bring him down from 100 to 0.
And what does Liquid do now? Just hold high ground, defend their base? Can they make a smoke wraparound play? What's the game plan for Liquid? Cut waves again?
Cut waves until your Enigma gets a refresher, I guess. He's holding 5,000 gold. He can sell his Hand of Midas potentially and just get refresher, but won't be able to have a buyback. So for now, keeping a buyback on 33.
Oh, Lamar finally gets his shard, 51 minutes in.
There's a lot of gold saved up on side of Falcons. 5,000 gold on Troll, DK with 3,000, 5.5 on Viper. There is an XP rune on their side of the map, so Amar could TP there and get his level 25.
Yeah, and again, this is one of those lineups, if they're able to rally around this DK, get to your high ground, pressure in 2 lanes, you know, if they're able to get into top and mid at the same time, they could chip away at your buildings. Make life difficult for Liquid. Kunkka still holding the cheese though, so potential here for, you know, Nisha to kind of tank through that initial jump and burst damage. Give 3-3 that opportunity to get a big black hole.
Okay, thinking about what he wants to buy. He's like, I need my MKB. I also need a little bit of mobility, maybe a refresher. So he's toying with the build right now. 33 will not be found.
No, he's invis. You can't find him.
No.
Oracle, the one with the gem, always going to be tucked in behind Skitter. Not really the first person in.
Correct, with the refresher shard. Double Wind Waker, double Echo Slam. Even double Fisher is going to do a lot of work. And Team Liquid back to the bottom lane they go.
That's their favorite place. Shove out that wave, force Falcons to come back and maintain it. And they're the ones with, you know, the X mark, the TP, the split push out of the Eidolons. 7,000 gold almost saved up by 3-3's Enigma as the courier migrates off to the shop. Let's see what he's got in his basket. Doing a bit of online shopping there, 3-3. Just browsing through. Figure out what he's going to send himself.
And this guy's too good. When we think about 33, he's always like having this new high tech, always being the biggest nerd in Dota in a good way. And he did buy Havoc Hammer. So the recent changes to Havoc Hammer is that it pulls you in instead of bouncing you out. So it could be like a mini setup for his black hole.
Mini vacuum. Drag them into it. All right, now Falcons in the driving seat. Holding that Aegis on the Troll Warlord. 1 minute 50 remaining on it. But again, it is a struggle to convert any minor lead into a high ground push. Again, both of these teams, we talked about it at the very beginning, they've got LAN heroes. They've got Earthshaker, they've got Enigma. These are game-winning, team-fight-destroying heroes. Both squads fully respecting that surprise initiation that could come out of the bag. You need smokes, you need invis, you need vision, most importantly, the paramount.
They need to kite. They still have Aegis for 1 minute and 20 seconds. Troll with a level 25 talent and also level 3 Oracle ulti. That's going to be 17 seconds of being pretty much invincible.
And Creep Wave mid is about to reach. The jump in though, the smoke from Skidder and Malrine. Get onto this Tiny with a Nightmare save and a boat over the top. They've bought time for Boxy to escape. And Mickey now can unload with a 3-3 black hole. They've caught up the Viper, but the false promise is there. Boxy's gonna get ripped to shreds by the Troll Warlord, who still holds the Aegis. Battle Trance used by Skitter, turning and fighting, going on the tier 4s. A little bit spooky, but he blinks away safely.
Only Boxy dying. They want to fight back.
Enigma has it. Enigma has the big item.
He did buy it.
He's bought it up. He wants to jump.
They don't know about it. He did refresh. Let's see if they can find something.
Avalanche.
They're trying to bait right now. Mickey.
Get onto Amar. Mickey with the physical damage. Oh, the black hole from 3-3. He's caught the Troll Warlord, but he's dead. Mickey gets turned on. TA down. And Grid is in. The Earthshaker.
Smacks them down. That might be the game. They don't have enough.
Might just be it.
They went on Troll, who still was holding on to Aegis, and Oracle ulti just came off cooldown. Viper also in the previous fight, like he's dishing out the most damage. He became universal just before that fight. And look at his right click, almost 400 per hit. Multiple buybacks from Team Liquid.
3 core buybacks, but no black holes. And Falcons 5 alive, dismantling the Liquid base here in game number 2. It's taken them 56 minutes, 3 Roshans, tons of Aegises. But the Falcons are looking to take this to game number 3.
They want to close it out.
Tier 4 towers.
No glyphs available anymore.
Being taken down, the glyph is up, but this is last chance saloon for Liquid here in game 2. One more fight in them with a Bane buyback. A torrent, but a jump in. Mickey, the first target. Troll Warlord Skinner with Amar, Abyssal Blading Nisha, stunned up forever. And the save on Malrine gets him out of danger. Nisha gonna die back in a matter of seconds.
He's going in.
This Troll is too strong. You can't stop Skitter here. And Amar's Viper will run down the TA. Mickey standing tall, 1v5, but down you go.
They have to call it. We're going to game 3. We're going to full.